Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video here on my channel, a live video here on my Steve Klabrowski or Steve K, whatever you want to call my channel. Just pretty much Steve K. I mean, I'd probably just leave it as, even though I have my last name displayed on there, but a lot of people don't really know how to pronounce it. I think, well, some do, but I just probably should put it as Steve K. But you see how it is displayed there, like right there on my where my hand is, yeah. But anyway, I decided to do a video of my 2022-23 NFL season predictions, not playoffs or anything like that, because I'm not going to do all that stuff. I'm just not going to I'll just say what teams will finish first place and who will finish second, third, fourth, and so on. I don't know about MVP votes or Pro Bowls, anything like that. I mean, I'm not the biggest football fan. I mean, I really am not. And the reason is because I do like football, but I am more of a baseball person. I played it a lot and I watch it a lot. And football, really, in my opinion, has too many rules and all the penalties and all that stuff. I mean, it's not entertaining to me. I mean, I know a lot are disagreeing, but that's your personal opinions. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go to Wikipedia and do this, and we're going to do all the NFL teams. I'll just try and do the best I can. So we'll start in the AFC. We'll do the AFC East first. Teams, are in there. I mean, I know there's a good amount of them, but only four of them. I mean, I know that, but trying to find them the right way. We'll just have to. Okay, so I'll just look up one team on here, and then I'll get the rest of them. So let's. All right, here we go. So again, we'll start in the AFC. So the AFC East, for first place, for who will win that. Now this one, I'm going to think about this a little bit. Now, I haven't really been paying attention to a lot of the teams. I just look at them and I look them over and just say to myself, okay, I think they'll finish first place or whatever. But it's just I've seen a lot of these teams, especially some that played the Ravens, and I've seen what they do, and I'll say oh, they put up a good fight, or they or not that great of a team or whatever. So here we go. For first place, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. So they have Josh Allen, their quarterback, who I think signed that big contract or something. I can't really remember, and I'm trying to see where it's at. Yeah, August 6, 2021, he signed a 6-year contract extension worth up to $258 million with $150 million guaranteed. Personally, and that's another thing with football is they pay players way too much money, But anyway, I'm going to go with them for first place, and for what they shall win, I mean, now, unfortunately, they have 17 games in the NFL now instead of 16 like it always was, and too many changes they keep doing. But I'm just going to get out of the way, and I'm going to go with them for first place. And for how many games they win, I say about so I guess it'd be 14-3, I guess, because that's 17 games. So I don't know if it'd be that much. I mean, 13-4 probably be a better record. I mean, I think personally that seems a little bit better, or maybe or 12-5, one of them, or somewhere around that area. For second place, I'm going to go with the Patriots. Yeah, they were pretty successful, when they had Tom Brady on the team, but they're still doing pretty well. I mean, I believe they still have Bill Belichick. I mean, I'm 100% sure they do. I don't know how many seasons, he's been with the team. According to here, he has been the head coach of them since 2000. So this is pretty much his 22nd or 23rd year. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I mean, I'm personally not the biggest fan of him, and same with the Patriots, but I'm going to go with them for second place, and I say about 10 wins they get. So that would be 10-7, I believe. Yeah. For third place, I'm going to go with the Jets. Now, Joe Flacco, who I am hoping is going to be the quarterback because he still can play. I know a lot are disagreeing and thumbing down everything because I like Joe Flacco. I still do. I know a lot of the Raven fans will be disappointed about that, but I'm just going to say it, I'm just not big on Lamar Jackson anymore. So, I mean, he's still, pretty good quarterback, but Joe Flacco still had very, very good seasons. So hopefully, he's going to be the quarterback for the Jets. I mean, I don't know yet because of the injury to their quarterback, Zach Wilson, I believe. So everything's loading up slowly. He suffered a non-contact injury to his right knee, which was later revealed as a bone bruise and a meniscus tear. Expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks. And the season is around September 11th, something like that. So, like I said, it'll probably be Joe Flacco they'll be starting. But, however, a lot of their players on here, of course, a lot of these names I don't really know, unfortunately. But some of them I've heard of. But I'm going to say about 6 wins I think the Jets get. And for last place, the Miami Dolphins. I mean, not a whole lot to say. I mean, just I say about 3 wins they get. I mean, people will probably say it the other way and say Dolphins for third place and Jets in last, or maybe Dolphins in second place. But that is a possibility, but that's not what I pretty much think. Okay, so let's go to the AFC North now. Originally, it would be the other way. The Ravens used to be in the AFC East, I believe. Then they had to make the AFC North, but yeah. So for first place in AFC North, I am, of course, going with the Ravens. I'm pretty sure, well, that's just a possibility. I'm just saying, if we finish second place, that's fine too, but I don't see us finishing last place. I really do not. The question is Lamar Jackson, who they're thinking about, extending or giving this contract to and stuff. I don't know yet because we don't know what's going to happen. If he did, all right last year. I mean, he had too many interceptions though, but 2020 was pretty good, and of course, 2019 his best year, and also rushed for 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns, which is a record I think for a quarterback. And, of course, won the MVP, but didn't have a great year in 2021. I mean, he did, all right, but not the best. So, yeah, so pretty much, let me see. It's either going to be him or Tyler Huntley, but most likely it will be Lamar because of the fact that Tyler got some playing time in 2021, and he won a few games, but he did have 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. But still, like I said, it will most likely be Lamar Jackson. And the other players, and you got running backs J.K. Dobbins, who has returned from injury, and you have Patrick Rashard, the fullback. But Gus Edwards is still injured. September 8th, 2021, he suffered a torn ACL during practice, ending his session. It was put on the injured reserve the following day, but it still shows him on the injured reserve, so I don't know exactly with him. So it'll probably be J.K. Dobbins and Justice Hill getting some playing time as well if Gus Edwards is not able to play. And they also signed a running back, Mike Davis, a running back who played for 49ers, Seahawks, Bears, Panthers, and Falcons. Just 14 career rushing touchdowns and 4 receiving touchdowns, but just a guy the Ravens signed. And a couple other people as well, too, but not really names I'm familiar with. Then you got wide receivers. You got Rashad Bateman, who hopefully, could do pretty well. I mean, he scored, I think, just 1 touchdown for the Ravens, but he'll probably get more playing time with the departure of Hollywood Brown. And you got Devin Duvernay, who was actually pretty decent with us. And, probably get some playing time as well. Jalen Moore, a lot of these people. James Prochet, I think it's pronounced. And they signed DeMarcus Robinson, who was a player for the Kansas City Chiefs. He won a Super Bowl ring with them. Probably be like a 3rd-string wide receiver, maybe. Don't know, or he may not make the roster, but he might. Then, of course, for your tight end, you got Mark Andrews, who's been really, really great. Two-time Pro Bowler and has been doing really well for the Ravens, starting to be like Todd Heap, who was a great player for the Ravens. So yeah, had Dennis Pitta who was playing with them too, and Mark Andrews pretty much took over for him. Nick Boyle you also have, and that's pretty much it. The defense, you still got Calais Campbell and Michael Pierce. You have Brent Urbane, Broderick Washington Jr., Isaiah Mack, Aaron Crawford. Justin Madaboke. I can't pronounce these names unfortunately, but that guy. And linebackers, Patrick Queen, who's still on the roster, and a few others. I know what's going on with the Ravens, but Justin Tucker, the kicker. Of course, you have him. But now with the departure of Sam Cook, who retired, now we're going to be having a new punter, and I believe it's going to be this guy, Jordan Stout, who went to Virginia Tech and Penn State for college. Went to Honaker High School, but Virginia native. So pretty much a guy who could be our punter because of what happened. Yeah, because of the retirement of Sam Cook. So, but it looks like he will still be a coach for the Ravens, which is good. Sam Cook. I could see this guy maybe being a head coach for somebody, but I don't know yet. John Harbaugh is still the best, of course. And the cornerbacks, I know I didn't say much of them, but Tony Jefferson, you still got Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, Chuck Clark, Marcus Williams, and Geno Stone, Brandon Stevens, and Darius Washington. That's one of the safeties, but okay. So there you go. That's pretty much all of them. I know I went through that. I'm sorry, but just throwing out some stuff there. But anyway, so Ravens for first place, and I say about 12 wins. Second place, I'm going to go with the Bengals. The Bengals, with Joe Burrow, pretty good quarterback, and the rest of the players too, they could put up a pretty good fight. They could, but I still say they get second place, and I say about 10 wins. Third place, this one's a tough one because I don't know exactly like who to go with, but I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns. I know, again, people, saying, oh, no, that's not right, but that's why it's called a prediction or a pick, either way. So Cleveland Browns for third place, and the question is who will be the quarterback. A lot of options, but Deshaun Watson's going to miss some time if y'all know what's been going on. And running back and wide receivers as well, too. But I say about 8 wins they get. And for last place, the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the departure of Ben Roethlisberger, who is now retired, he will probably be a Hall of Famer. So you got a couple of options, which are Mason Rudolph and Mitchell Trubisky. I'm hoping that's how the name is pronounced. I'm pretty sure it is, but it most likely could be him, but I don't know. He was a Pro Bowler in 2018 with the Bears, and it would seem like that would be the option, but Mason Rudolph, he's played a good amount of games, but I don't know personally, if it'd be him. It just seems like to me it will probably. He got playing time in 2019 when Roethlisberger, I think, was injured, but still, most likely, I think it will be Trubisky. And not a whole lot of names, and I know there's names and there are people know and stuff, but I don't really know their names pretty much. But their kicker, Chris Boswell, they still have 2. But I say 6 wins the Steelers get. All right, now let's move on from the AFC North and now go to the AFC South. All right, and for this one, for first place, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to say the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, it's either them or the other team. You probably know which one it is. They have Matt Ryan on the team, as I see. I personally did not know that he was with them. He was traded to the Colts for a third-round selection in the 2022 draft. Okay. So this will be his first season. Maybe a Hall of Famer, but I don't know. Well, actually, maybe, yeah. I mean, 367 career touchdowns, a lot of interceptions, though, but could very well get 400, but could very well, again, put him in the Hall of Fame. I mean, so I don't know if this could be his last season. Maybe, I don't know, but we shall see. And the other players, not really names that pop up into my head or anything. I remember like in the Madden days, like Madden 06, 07, 08, 09, 010, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and I think I stopped playing after 19, and the rest of them, like 20, 21, and 22 they had, and I don't know if it's Madden 23 they have now. I think it says 22. But anyway, yeah, so I say Colts in first place, and I say 10 wins they get. For second place, the Tennessee Titans. The Titans, they have Ryan Tannehill, and I thought that quarterback Marcus Mariota was still with them. I don't even know where Marcus Mariota is, like if he's still playing or if he's I'm just looking it up just to see where he is. He's with the Falcons. Okay, well, that's cool. He signed a 2-year deal with them on March 21st, 2022. Okay? He was with the Las Vegas Raiders last year. All right. So, yeah, the Tennessee Titans for second place. They had that running back who is a beast, in my opinion. That's Derrick Henry. So, players, a lot of teams will try and, shut him down a lot of times, but he's a pretty tough player. I mean, I've seen the way he played against us a couple years ago, but then the next year, the Ravens wound up returning the favor by winning. So, there you go. For third place, that would have to be the Houston Texans. Not a whole lot to say. I mean, I'm just looking at the roster, and that's pretty much all I see on there is that. I don't think I said how many wins for the Titans. If I did, I think I said 10. Or for the Texans, I say 6. And for the last place team, that would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, unfortunately, they've been having a lot of rough seasons. I mean, one day I'm sure they're going to have a winning season, but don't know when exactly. But I still say they finished last place, and I say 5 wins. All right, now we're done with the South, now to the West. Let's try and see how we can, do with this. For first place for the AFC West, I'm going to have to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Not really a big fan of Patrick Mahomes anymore, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say, to all the Chiefs people out there. I mean, I still like the Chiefs. Like, I remember Chad Green when he played for them, and Priest Holmes, all them players. I think Larry Johnson was a player of them, too. Dante Hall, I believe his name was. Tony Gonzalez. You can't forget names like them. The defense, I can't really remember some of the names, but, yeah. Yeah, but still going to go with the Chiefs for first place, and I say 12 wins they get. Second place, I'm going to go with the LV Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr, is a really good quarterback, and rest of the players, too, that they have. Some, may say they won't finish second place, but that's why I'm just going to go with that. I say 9 wins they get. Third place, I'm going to go with the Broncos with new quarterback Russell Wilson. Very surprised that he got traded to the Denver Broncos, but hope that works out, but I don't know. We shall see. And the rest of the players on there, I mean, that's sometimes, there may be like some former Raven players on there, but I don't see any like right at the moment. But anyway, Broncos for third place, 8 wins. Last place, that is the Los Angeles Chargers. I remember when they were always the San Diego Chargers, but yeah. And I say 6 wins they get. All right, we're done with the AFC. Now we shall do the NFC. So let's do that. And let's begin with the NFC East. The NFC East. This one. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys for first place. Dak Prescott, has done pretty well, and Ezekiel Elliott. So far, I know they're on this on the squad here, not on the reserve or injured list, anything like that. So I think Cowboys, have a really good season. And I say 10 wins they get. Could be more than that, but I'm just thinking that over. I forget there's 17 games. So second place, let's see. I'll go with the Eagles. I say 9 wins they get. Third place will be the Washington Commanders, or the Washington Redskins, as they used to be known as. And I say 6 wins they get. And yeah, I forgot what team I was looking at. The New York Giants. Then I say they finished last place with 5 wins. All right. That was pretty easy. Now let's go to the next one, the NFC North. First place, I will have to go with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, who was on the free agent market for the 2022-23 season, but they weren't too sure, and so they wound up saying they returned on a 4-year deal for $200 million. Aaron Rodgers, who took over for the legendary Brett Favre, of course, and he is a no doubt Hall of Famer with 449 career touchdowns and only 93 interceptions. So he, of course, is a lock for the Hall of Fame. And yeah, he also hosted Jeopardy for a little bit too. Yep. Or of course the late Alex Trebek for doing all that. And yep. I say 13 wins they get. Second place, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. Just looking at text message on here. Sorry about that. Yeah, second place for the Bears, and I say 10 wins they get. Third place, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. 6 wins, I think they get. And last place, the Detroit Lions with 5 wins. Yep. Okay, next one, the NFC South. We only got just 2 more left, just this one and the last one. Let's see, for NFC South, well, it's going to have to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If they would finish second place, now that'd be something, but I don't really think so. Tom Brady is still amazing, at his age of 45, and of course is a no doubt Hall of Famer. 7 Super Bowl rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, and a 15-time Pro Bowler with 524 career touchdowns and 203 interceptions. So, yeah, a no doubt Hall of Famer. I know whether you love him, you like him, you hate him, can't stand him, really don't like him any way you want to say it. But he's done a lot for the game, but I don't really consider him the greatest. I said, like on a post, I thought that Johnny Unitas, was the number 1 best player. Of course, a lot of people were laughing at that, and I don't know why, but that was just I was saying, but still, I mean, he has done a lot. He really has. But there's other great quarterbacks as well too. I mean, but anyway, for the rest of them, yeah, I mean, just like I said, so Tampa Bay in first place, 13 wins, I say. Second place, I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints, as they have two quarterbacks, and they are Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston. Now, I'm thinking really it should be Jameis Winston, but I don't really know about that. I mean, it just seems like, he played in 7 games last year, had 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and Andy Dalton, I think, was with the Cowboys last year because of the injury, I thought, to Dak Prescott. No, he's with the Bears. Okay, then that was the other year, 2020. And he did all right that year, but with the Bears, he had 8 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, so not all that great. But, yeah, like I said, it could most likely be Jameis Winston. Andy Dalton will probably get some playing time, but I don't really know. So, my watch is going off, just messages. Sorry about that. But, yeah, second place for them, and I say 10 wins they get. Third place, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers, and they have 2 quarterbacks as well, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. But most likely it'll be Baker Mayfield getting the playing time because I just don't really think they'll give it to Sam Darnold. He was with the Bears and had 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. That was very surprising that they traded Baker Mayfield, but we'll see how that works out. And Sam Darnold, who was with the Jets, I believe, or no, he was with the Panthers. All right. And he, and unfortunately, had 9 touchdowns and 13 interceptions last year. So, yeah, it most likely will be Sam Darnold, but still think they get third place, and I think they get 8 wins. And last place, that is the Atlanta Falcons. Likely will be Marcus Mariota, the quarterback. Maybe this, I don't know if it'd be this Felipe Franks guy or this new guy, Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter, I think it's pronounced. So most likely could be Marcus Mariota, but I don't know. But the Falcons, I say, get last, and I say 5 wins. Okay, and that's it. Now to the not quite. We got one more. Now the NFC West. And this is going to be a little bit tough, but I'm going to take a shot for this one. And for first place, I'm going to say the Rams. I'm going to go with them. Matthew Stafford has done pretty well for them, and I think, he signed a 4-year, $160 million deal with the Rams. He had 41 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. He had a really good season. He was a Pro Bowl in 2014, not in 2021, surprisingly, but okay. Then, yep, okay. And I say 12 wins they get. Second place, I'm going to say the Arizona Cardinals. They have former Raven Trace McSorley on there. He didn't really get like that much playing time, I don't think, with the Ravens. Just in 2020 he had 1 touchdown. Well, that's pretty good, and 0 interceptions. That's pretty good, and rushed for a little bit as well with the Ravens. So okay, but yeah, he'll probably be the third string to them. The starting quarterback will likely be Kyler Murray. I mean, not more than likely. I mean, he will be the starter, I'm pretty sure. He had 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which is great. And the other person, Colt McCoy, who used to be a starter like for back when they were the Washington Redskins, and also the Browns, 49ers, and Giants, and now currently with the Cardinals. And he was with them with the Cardinals. He had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Back in the day, he had like all of them. He started like with the Browns in 2011 and 2014 with Washington, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, but anyway, second place for them, and I say 10 wins they get. For third place, that would be the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, who I think was hurt in 2021. I think he had an injury. Okay, so I'm reading here that the quarterback is going to be Trey Lance. He was named the starter over Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. So, because it says on here that he was named the starting quarterback. Garoppolo had 20 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, which is actually not bad. Well, that was from 2021. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. And I say 8 wins they get. All right, just doing something real quick. Okay. And the guy Trey Lance, yeah, he went to North Dakota State. Okay. We'll see. Again, we'll just see how that goes for them. Let's do that. I already said how many wins they get. And for last place, the Seattle Seahawks. With the departure of Russell Wilson, it'll either be Geno Smith being the quarterback, or it could be this guy, Drew Lock. Personally, I think it'll be Geno. Drew Lock has not played a game in quite a while. He hasn't played since 2018. Or no, that was his college stats I was reading. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. As I was seeing all them numbers, I was like, oh my God, that's pretty good actually. But no, he was with Denver last year. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. In 2020, had 2,933 yards passing and 16 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, which is not all that great, but not terrible. So, yeah, most likely it's going to be Geno. According to here, yeah, he was with Seattle in 2021. He had 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. He spent most of his time with the Jets, then the Giants, then a little bit with the Chargers, and then Seattle in 2019. But he didn't play yet, not till 2020 with Seattle. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it could be. I mean, it could wind up being him. And for wins that they get, I say about 5. And that'll do it. That's all the teams. Now, of course, like I said, no playoffs and all that. No who wins MVP and all that other stuff too. But, yeah, that's going to have to do it. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. All right, so I usually say, for when I do a video, but I'll just say it anyway. So if you do like this video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you have something to say, comment if you want to, but no negative stuff, and subscribe. It's not a bad thing, a good thing. You all take care, and thank you again for watching this video.